Welcome back to PokePlay Lab _DBS HQ, your home for elite Dragon Ball Super card game content, competitive deck builds, and high-level strategy breakdowns. Today, we're diving into one of the most powerful and feared decks in the 2026 DBS meta, Zamasu, Fused Blue Deck. If you're looking for a deck that can apply non-stop pressure, dictate the pace of the game, and punish opponents for every mistake they make, this build delivers on every level. It's fast, aggressive, efficient, and absolutely devastating in the hands of a skilled player. How to unlock the full potential of the Zamasu, Fused Blue Deck. The key cards that make this strategy explosive, consistent, and tournament-ready. Advanced combos, sequencing, and decision-making techniques to help you outplay the competition. Tempo and board control strategies that allow you to dominate matchups and close out games with confidence. If you're a fellow DBS content creator, drop your channel link in the comments below. Let's support one another, grow the community, and help more players elevate their game. Be sure to check out the community page for polls, channel updates, and upcoming content. Also, don't miss the announcements playlist for information on tournaments, raffles, giveaways, and other community events. If you'd like to support the channel, you'll find the Cash App link on my page. Every contribution helps me continue creating content for the DBS community, and your support is greatly appreciated. And if you're enjoying the content, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a deck profile, meta breakdown, or competitive strategy guide. Lock in, grab your cards, master the deck, dominate the meta. Let's break down the Zamasu, Fused Blue Deck and start stacking those W's. Alright, let's start with our leader, Zamasu, Fused. He comes in with the Supreme Kai, Patara traits and starts the game with 15,000 power. On his front side, he has two abilities. First, when this card attacks, draw one card. This is a simple but valuable effect that helps maintain hand advantage and keeps your resources flowing throughout the game. His second ability is Awaken. When your life drops to 3 or less, draw one card and flip this leader over to its awakened side. Now, personally, I'm not a huge fan of leaders that have to wait until they're at 3 life or less to awaken. It can sometimes feel a little slow compared to leaders that awaken earlier. However, when a leader has a more restrictive awaken condition like this, it usually means the awakened side is packing a much stronger effect, and that's exactly what we get here. Once awakened, Zamasu, Fused jumps all the way up to 25,000 power, making him much harder to pressure and much more threatening in combat. He also gains a powerful Activate, main ability that can be used once per turn. By paying 1 energy and discarding 1 card from your hand, if your life is at 2 or less, you can add the top card of your deck to your life. This ability is incredibly important because it allows you to recover life while advancing your game plan. Not only does it help you survive longer against aggressive decks, but it also gives you more flexibility when managing your life total and setting up future turns. Overall, Zamasu's front side provides consistency through card draw, while his awakened side gives you increased power and valuable life recovery, making him a difficult leader for opponents to finish off once he gets rolling. Next, we have 4 copies of Trunks Mini, DA. This is a level 1 battle card with the Saiyan, Earthling traits, featuring 5,000 power and 5,000 combo power. Trunks has a simple but very useful ability. When you play this card, draw 1 card. Even though the effect is straightforward, it's extremely valuable because it helps maintain your hand size and keeps your resources flowing throughout the game. Every extra card you draw gives you more options, whether you're looking for combo pieces. Defensive cards are key plays for future turns. Another reason this card is so strong is that after it draws you a card, it has already replaced itself in your hand. That means you're getting a body on the field without losing card advantage. Once Trunks has served his purpose on the battlefield, he can still provide value. You can use his 5,000 combo power defensively to help protect your leader or one of your battle cards from an opponent's attack. Alternatively, you can use him aggressively during your turn to boost the power of another battle card and help push through damage. Overall, Trunks Mini, DA is a fantastic utility card for this deck. It provides consistency through card draw, helps maintain hand advantage, and remains useful throughout the game as a combo card for both offense and defense. Next, we have 4 copies of Trunks, Youth. This is a level 1 battle card with the Saiyan, Earthling traits, featuring 5,000 power and 5,000 combo power. Trunks, Youth comes with a very useful ability. When you play this card, draw 1 card. This effect helps keep your hand stocked with resources and improves the overall consistency of the deck. Drawing an extra card allows you to find key combo pieces faster while maintaining card advantage throughout the game. One of the biggest strengths of this card is that it replaces itself when played. You get a battle card on the field while immediately drawing a card, making it an efficient play that helps keep your momentum going. After providing its draw effect, Trunks, Youth can continue to contribute in combat. You can use his 5000 combo power defensively to help protect your leader from incoming attacks or defend an important battle card. On the offensive side, you can combo with him during your turn to increase the power of another battle card, helping you apply more pressure and push through your opponent's defenses. Overall, Trunks, Youth is a simple but effective card that provides consistency, maintains hand advantage, and gives you valuable combo power for both offense and defense throughout the game. Next, we have 4 copies of Vital. This is a level 2 battle card with the Earthling, Satan City traits, featuring 20,000 power and 0 combo power. Vital comes with a powerful ability that activates when she attacks. If you have 7 or fewer cards in your hand, you may add up to 1 blue, non-vital card with a cost of 3 or less in the Earthling trait from your drop area to your hand. This effect gives the deck excellent resource recovery and allows you to recycle important cards that have already been used earlier in the game. Whether you've comboed with them, discarded them for costs, or had them removed from the field, Vital helps bring those key Earthling cards back into your hand so you can use them again. The hand size requirement of 7 or fewer cards is also very manageable in this deck, since you'll often be playing cards, comboing, and using effects that naturally reduce your hand size throughout the game. With 20,000 power, Vital is also a solid attacker that can pressure your opponent while generating value at the same time. Every time she attacks, you're not only forcing your opponent to respond, but you're also potentially recovering another useful card from your drop area. Overall, Vital serves as an important recursion engine for the deck, helping you maintain resources, recover key Earthling cards, and keep your strategy running smoothly throughout the game. Next, we have 4 copies of Vegeta. This is a level 2 battle card with the Saiyan trait, featuring 20,000 power and 5,000 combo power. Vegeta comes with 2 powerful abilities that make him a valuable part of this deck. His first ability is critical. This means that whenever Vegeta deals damage to your opponent, the life card they take is sent directly to their drop area instead of being added to their hand. This is incredibly strong because it denies your opponent additional resources and makes every successful attack much more impactful. His second ability activates when you play this card. When Vegeta enters the battlefield, you may add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. This effect serves 2 important purposes. First, it gives you immediate card advantage by turning one of your life cards into a usable resource. Second, it helps you lower your life total, which can be extremely important for decks that want to reach their awakened condition as quickly as possible. With 20,000 power, Vegeta is already a respectable attacker. And when you combine that with critical, he becomes a serious threat that your opponent cannot afford to ignore. Even if Vegeta only gets through once, he can strip away a life card without allowing your opponent to replenish their hand. On top of that, his 5,000 combo power means that even after he's no longer needed on the field, he can still provide value by helping defend your leader or boosting another battle card during an attack. Overall, Vegeta is an excellent utility card that accelerates your awakened strategy, pressures your opponent with critical damage, and remains useful throughout the game thanks to his combo power. Next, we have 4 copies of Goku Black. This is a level 3 battle card with the Saiyan trait, featuring 20,000 power and an impressive 10,000 combo power. Goku Black comes with 2 abilities that make him a powerful mid-game threat for this deck. His first ability is a permanent effect. During your turn, if you have 7 or fewer cards in your hand, this card gains 10,000 power while it is in your battle area. That means Goku Black can easily jump from 20,000 power to 30,000 power, turning him into a much more difficult attacker for your opponent to defend against. Since this deck naturally plays cards, combos frequently, and uses effects that reduce your hand size, meeting the requirement of having 7 or fewer cards in hand is usually very easy. His second ability activates when you play this card. When Goku Black enters the battlefield, you may add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. This effect helps generate immediate card advantage while also lowering your life total, which is important for reaching your leader's awakened condition and unlocking your deck's stronger abilities faster. What makes Goku Black especially valuable is that he provides pressure and utility at the same time. He replaces a life card with a card in hand, helps advance your awakened strategy, and can become a 30,000 power attacker that forces your opponent to commit significant resources just to defend. On top of all that, his 10,000 combo power gives him tremendous value throughout the game. Whether he's attacking on the field or being used as combo power from your hand, Goku Black remains a highly efficient card that contributes to both your offense and defense. Overall, Goku Black is a strong and versatile battle card that helps fuel your Awaken plan, applies heavy pressure with his boosted power, and provides excellent combo value from start to finish. Next, we have 4 copies of Zamasu, Fused. This is a level 4 battle card with the Supreme Kai, Potara traits, featuring 30,000 power and 5,000 combo power. Zamasu, Fused comes with a powerful on-play ability that rewards you for managing your hand size efficiently. When you play this card, if you have 7 or fewer cards in your hand, you may choose up to 1 Zamasu, Fused in your leader area or battle area, and it gains 5,000 power until the end of your opponent's next turn. This effect is extremely valuable because the power boost lasts through both your turn and your opponent's entire next turn. That means you're not only increasing your offensive pressure, but you're also making your card more difficult for your opponent to attack over during their turn. If you target your leader, an awakened Zamasu, Fused can increase from 25,000 power to 30,000 power, making it much harder for your opponent to land successful attacks without committing extra combo cards. If you target another Zamasu, Fused battle card, you're creating an even bigger threat on the battlefield. A 30,000 power attacker becomes 35,000 power, forcing your opponent to spend more resources defending against your attacks while also making the card more difficult to remove. The hand size condition of 7 or fewer cards is also very easy to achieve in this deck. Between your draw effects, combo usage, and various card abilities, you'll frequently be operating within that range and getting full value from this effect. With a base power of 30,000, Zamasu, Fused is already a formidable attacker. The additional power boost allows you to strengthen your board presence, protect key cards, and maintain pressure across multiple turns. Overall, Zamasu, Fused is a powerful mid to late game threat that enhances both your offense and defense, helping you establish a dominant board while making your leader and battle cards even harder for your opponent to deal with. Next, we have 3 copies of Zamasu, Fused. This is a level 4 battle card with the Supreme Kai, Potara traits, featuring 25,000 power and 5,000 combo power. Zamasu, Fused comes with 2 abilities that make him an excellent source of pressure and staying power throughout the game. His first ability activates when this card attacks. If you have 7 or fewer cards in your hand, you get to draw 1 card. This effect is fantastic because it rewards you for doing what the deck already wants to do: maintain a manageable hand size while constantly applying pressure. Every attack can potentially replace itself with another card, helping you maintain resources while continuing your offensive strategy. His second ability is what makes this card especially annoying for opponents to deal with. When this card is KO'd, you may play it from your drop area in rest mode. After doing so, you cannot play any copies of Zamasu, Fused for the remainder of that turn. What this means is that even if your opponent successfully removes this battle card, it doesn't stay gone. It immediately comes back from the drop area, giving you another body on the field and forcing your opponent to deal with it all over again. This creates tremendous value because your opponent often has to spend resources removing the card, only for it to return to the battlefield anyway. The fact that it returns in rest mode prevents it from attacking right away, but it still provides board presence and can threaten future attacks on your next turn. The hand size requirement of 7 or fewer cards is easy to meet in this deck, making the draw effect highly consistent and allowing Zamasu to generate value every time it swings. With 25,000 power, this card is already a respectable attacker, and when you combine that with repeatable card draw and the ability to return from the drop area after being KO'd, it becomes a very difficult threat for opponents to efficiently answer. Overall, this version of Zamasu, Fused gives the deck excellent resource generation, persistent board presence, and the ability to grind through longer games by continuously forcing your opponent to deal with the same threat multiple times. Next, we have 2 copies of Vegeta. This is a level 5 battle card with the Saiyan trait, featuring a massive 35,000 power and 0 combo power. Vegeta comes with 2 powerful abilities that make him both an offensive finisher and a valuable removal option. His first ability is Double Strike. This means that whenever Vegeta deals damage to your opponent, he inflicts 2 damage instead of 1. A single successful attack can put your opponent under tremendous pressure and quickly push them into a losing position. With 35,000 power, Vegeta is already difficult to defend against, and when that attack threatens 2 life cards at once, your opponent is often forced to commit a large amount of resources just to stop him. His second ability activates when you play this card. When Vegeta enters the battlefield, you may choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with a cost of 4 or less and place it at the bottom of its owner's deck. This is an extremely strong form of removal because you're not simply KOing the card. Instead, you're removing it from the battlefield and sending it to the bottom of the deck, making it much harder for your opponent to recover or reuse that card. This ability is especially effective against decks that rely on low-cost battle cards to generate value, establish board presence, or set up combos. By removing a key piece while simultaneously developing a huge threat of your own, you're gaining momentum on multiple fronts. What makes Vegeta so valuable in this deck is that he combines board control and finishing power in a single card. He can clear away an opposing threat when he enters play and then immediately become a game-ending attacker that forces your opponent to have an answer. Overall, Vegeta serves as a powerful late-game threat that helps control the battlefield, disrupt your opponent's strategy, and apply massive pressure with his 35,000 power and double strike attacks. Next, we have 4 copies of Vegito. This is a level 5 battle card with the Saiyan, Potara traits, featuring 30,000 power and 5,000 combo power. Vegito comes with 2 strong abilities that give you both board control and extra tempo throughout the game. His first ability activates when you play this card. You may choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with a cost of 5 or less and return it to its owner's hand. This is a very strong form of removal because it doesn't just KO the card, it resets it completely. By sending it back to hand, you're removing your opponent's board presence and forcing them to spend energy and resources all over again to replay that card. This is especially powerful against mid-cost battle cards that your opponent relies on to build pressure or maintain advantage. Vegito's second ability is an activate, main, once per turn, effect. If you have 7 or fewer cards in your hand, you can switch this card to active mode. This is extremely valuable because it essentially gives you an extra attack or an extra layer of defense every turn. Being able to restand Vegito means you can attack with him, apply pressure, and still have him available to either pressure again, depending on timing, or remain up to defend your leader or key battle cards. Since this deck naturally operates with 7 or fewer cards in hand very often, this effect is highly consistent and easy to trigger throughout the game. With 30,000 power, Vegito is already a strong attacker on his own, but when you combine that with bounce removal and the ability to restand, he becomes a major tempo engine that controls the flow of the game. Overall, Vegito is a powerful utility finisher that helps you disrupt your opponent's board, maintain pressure, and gain extra value every single turn he stays on the field. Next, we have 3 copies of Zen-O. This is a level 6 battle card with the Universe trait, featuring 20,000 power and 10,000 combo power. Zen-O comes with one extremely powerful ability that completely changes the state of the game. His on-play effect states that when you play this card, you must choose all cards in the battle area other than this card and place them at the bottom of their owner's decks in a random order. This is a full board wipe effect that clears both your opponent's field and your own battle cards at the same time, leaving only Zen-O on the battlefield. Because everything goes to the bottom of the deck, it's not just removal, it also reduces the chance of your opponent immediately recovering their key pieces from the drop area or hand. The randomness of the placement also makes it harder for your opponent to plan their next turns, since their resources are now buried and not immediately accessible. What makes Zen-O especially powerful is how he resets the entire game state in your favor. If your opponent has built up a strong board, Zen-O completely erases it. At the same time, you're left with a massive threat on the field that your opponent now has to deal with from scratch. With 20,000 power and 10,000 combo power, Zen-O is not just a control card, he also has strong defensive value and can still contribute to battles if needed. Overall, Zen-O is your ultimate reset button. He clears the entire board, disrupts your opponent's strategy, and gives you a fresh advantage by leaving you in control of an empty battlefield where you dictate the pace of the game. Next, we have 3 copies of Goku Black. This is a level 6 battle card with the Saiyan trait, featuring a massive 40,000 power and 0 combo power. Goku Black comes with 2 strong abilities that give you both resource recovery and extra board development. His first ability activates when you play this card. You may add up to 1 card with a cost of 4 or less from your drop area to your hand. This effect is very valuable because it allows you to recycle important low-cost cards that were previously used for combo, discarded for costs, or removed earlier in the game. It helps you maintain resources and keeps your hand stocked with useful options. His second ability activates when this card attacks. If you have 7 or fewer cards in your hand, you may play up to 1 battle card with a cost of 4 or less from your hand. This effect is extremely powerful because it turns every attack into a potential board extension. Not only are you applying pressure with a 40,000 power attacker, but you're also developing additional battle cards at the same time, giving you more presence on the field without spending extra energy. Since this deck naturally keeps your hand size at 7 or fewer cards very consistently, this ability is easy to activate throughout the game, making Goku Black a constant source of advantage. With 40,000 power, Goku Black is already one of your biggest offensive threats. When you combine that with recursion from the drop area and the ability to flood the board with additional battle cards, he becomes a major win condition that can quickly overwhelm your opponent. Overall, Goku Black is a high-impact finisher that generates value in multiple ways, recovering resources, building board presence, and applying massive pressure every time he attacks. Next, we're running 4 copies of Old Kai with the Supreme Kai trait to level 7. He's got 15,000 attack power, 10,000 defense, and 2 key abilities. Super Combo: you can only include up to 4 Super Combo cards total in your deck. Auto: opponent's turn. When you combo with this card from your hand, it gets 10,000 combo power, making it a 20,000 combo on defense. He got an auto ability that triggers on your opponent's turn. When you combo with this card from your hand, it gains 10,000 combo power, turning it into a 20,000 combo shield on defense. That's huge for surviving big pushes. The key tip here? Never waste your super combos for energy. Always hold them back to stop your opponent's biggest attacks and swing the momentum in your favor. Next, we have 4 copies of Absolute Lighting. This is a level 3 extra card with the Supreme Kai, Patara traits, and it comes with one powerful effect. Its ability is Activate, Main, and it allows you to choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and place it at the bottom of its owner's deck. This is a very strong form of removal because it completely removes a threat from the battlefield without sending it to the drop area. Instead, it gets shuffled out of immediate access, making it much harder for your opponent to reuse or recover that card quickly. Unlike co-effects, this ability also bypasses cards that might trigger on being KO'd. Since the card is not being destroyed, it is simply being removed from play and placed at the bottom of the deck. This makes Absolute Lighting an excellent control tool in this deck. It helps you deal with problematic battle cards, slow down your opponent's board development, and maintain tempo by removing key threats efficiently. Since it is an extra card, it also doesn't take up board space, meaning you can use it at the exact moment you need it without committing a battle card to the field. Overall, Absolute Lighting is a clean and reliable removal option that strengthens your control game plan by resetting your opponent's strongest units and keeping you in control of the battlefield. Next, we have 4 copies of Sinister Sickle. This is a level 3 extra card with the Saiyan trait, and it has one powerful Activate. Main ability: when you use this card, you may choose up to 2 of your opponent's battle cards with a cost of 4 or less and place them at the bottom of their owner's deck in any order. This is a very strong form of multi-target removal because it allows you to deal with 2 threats at once instead of just 1. That means you can break up your opponent's board development, remove key combo pieces, or clear out support cards that are setting up their strategy. Unlike co-effects, this ability completely bypasses the drop area and sends the cards to the bottom of the deck. This makes it much harder for your opponent to recycle or reuse those cards later in the game, giving you a more permanent form of advantage. The fact that you can choose the order also adds a small layer of control, letting you slightly influence what your opponent is likely to draw next, even if the impact is limited. Since this is an extra card, it doesn't take up any field space, making it an efficient and flexible way to control the board without committing additional battle cards. Overall, Sinister Sickle is a strong tempo and control tool that helps you slow down your opponent, remove multiple threats at once, and maintain dominance over the battlefield throughout the game. Next, we have 2 copies of Gaelic Gun. This is a level 1 extra card with the Saiyan trait, and it comes with a single Activate, battle ability. When you activate this card, you may choose either your leader or up to one of your battle cards, and it gains 15,000 power for the duration of that battle. This makes Gaelic Gun a strong combat trick because it can instantly swing a battle in your favor. Whether you're trying to push damage through on offense or protect an important unit on defense. The 15,000 power boost can easily turn a losing battle into a winning one. On top of that, if you have 7 or fewer cards in your hand, you also get to draw 1 card after resolving the effect. This adds extra value to the card by helping you maintain hand advantage while still gaining a powerful power boost in combat. Since this deck naturally keeps your hand size low, you will often be able to activate both parts of this effect consistently. Overall, Gaelic Gun is a flexible combat tool that improves both offense and defense while also helping you cycle through your deck and maintain resources throughout the game. Thank you all for watching the Zamasu Fused Blue deck profile. If you enjoyed this breakdown or found it helpful, don't forget to smash that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe to the channel for more high-level Dragon Ball Supercard game content. Here at PokePlayLab_DBSHQ, we focus on elite deck builds, competitive strategies, and powerful tech choices designed to help you level up your game and stay ahead of the meta. Also, make sure to check out the community page for polls. tournament updates, raffles, and upcoming giveaways so you don't miss anything happening on the channel. And always remember, a true warrior is always prepared. Until next time, keep building, keep battling, and keep stacking those victories.
Don't forget to subscribe!